Alright, so this is going to be part one in the series of upgrading this SR48 to superboat status. And the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some weight on this thing. So right now I'm going to put this on here and zero out the scale. Let's see. No. All right, there we go. So now we're going to put the stock battery in here. Put the cover, put the lid on, and we're going to get a stock weight on this SR48. So we got 17 ounces. Let's change that. 1 pound, 1 ounce. 483 grams. So that's what we're starting with. 483 grams, 17 ounces, 1 pound, 1 ounce. So we'll stick with grams because grams are easy. So 483 grams with the battery. And the first couple things we're going to do is very easy. We got stickers. Stickers add at least 10 Hertz for those of you that don't know. Just kidding about that, but yeah, stickers are a definite must. And then let me also talk about what products we're going to use. So I've got E6000 black so that everything looks nice. Then we've got some marine grease. This is just your green bottle that you can pick up at what is it, AutoZone. This is where I got that, AutoZone. So we're gonna have that. And of course, my favorite product in the whole world as far as it pertains to waterproofing and corrosion proofing is Corrosion X. If you've never heard of Corrosion X, then you're doing it wrong. So we got Corrosion X that we're going to be using, and what I have here is the spray bottle, the Corrosion X that comes in a spray bottle. Just pour it all out in a vase or a vase, however you call it, and this is what I use for soaking. Let's see, where am I? We're going to soak the flex shaft overnight, the new flex shaft, get it nice and corrosion proof. Then we're also going to apply grease to it, so this thing is going to be slippery as all get out. But these are the main products that I like to use to waterproof the boats. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we'll pick this video back up in a little bit. Now with the stickers properly applied, let's go ahead and talk about the upgrades that I'm going to be doing for this specific boat. So obviously first it's getting a new radio. This is a true 3-channel radio. I like it because you can add a switch here. That what I use mine for on my personal boat is I have one of my boats that has lights on it. So that button, that switch controls the lights. But the next upgrade after the radio is obviously the ESC. We're going to be putting in a 60 amp ESC, which is the most that I would probably recommend for this boat, and that is what I run in my personal super boat. I really like it. I don't have any issues. So yeah, that's next. And then for the motor, this is a 3500 kV FT0012 brushless motor. So this motor is right out of the Phelan FT0012. That's a great motor for this boat. It works really, really well. The SR48 is lighter than the FT0012, and I think it performs much better in this boat. And along with the new motor, you have to have a new coupler And I actually like this collet style coupler. This is an atomic coupler. It works the best. It's what I use in all my boats. And since we're upgrading to a 4mm atomic shaft, this is the best choice. And I already have the shaft in the Corrosion X. It's going to be chilling overnight. But along with that, we're going to be installing this 32mm metal propeller. And the only thing that sucks about this specific propeller is that the hole size is too small. So I'm going to have to file it out to the proper size. But this specific propeller is by far one of my favorites because it's got the most amount of pitch. It's just the right amount of pitch, and it performs the best, in my opinion. It performs better than my larger propellers. On my personal boat, I have a 35mm propeller, but I think this 32 just performs better, doesn't put a lot of stress on the motor and ESC, and it still makes the boat lightning fast. It's light. My 35mm propeller is really slow, so this is going to get bored out very slowly and evenly so that it doesn't vibrate. And then on to another one of my favorite mods is upgrading the rudder. As you see, the stock rudder is plastic, and this is going to go in its place. It's pretty much the same size. In fact, it's just a little bit longer. Let me see. When we get it on there, I'll show you a comparison, but I really like the aluminum rudder. So there you go. Look at that length. Just a little bit more to give you a little bit more bite on the turns, and it's really solid. I really like this rudder. I have to make a couple modifications to get it to sit and fit just right. It's on the furthest hole, so it needs to move to the center hole. But along with that rudder, I really like this tip. I haven't used it in my personal boats. This is going to go on the end here like that, and this is also going to help with propeller drag because you've got the screw here right now, and I hope to be able to put this on there if it's big enough to fit the new shaft. But then the other thing is we're going to upgrade from the stock T-plug or Dean's connector to an XT60. I like the XT60 because they're a lot more waterproof than T-plug, obviously. And I just think, in my personal opinion, they are a better connector for boats as opposed to the T-plugs. And then we've got the MG90S servo, Metal Gear servo. This is going to get taken apart and also coated and dipped in the Corrosion X because it is not waterproof stock. So we're going to make that waterproof and seal it up real good. And then finally, before I talk about the radio and what's going to be happening to it, the receiver, we're going to talk about turn fins. So right now the stock boat has, as you can see, plastic turn fins. For stock boat, that's okay. But when you get your boat going faster, when you're turning hard and putting this metal gear to work with that heavier aluminum rudder, you're going to put a lot of stress on these turn fins. And I have personally already snapped one of these. And if I get one of my faster boats, which I haven't put away right now, you'll start to see stress lines right about here where they bend from the turning. So I recommend upgrading to the atomic metal fins. So we're going to be installing these as well. And finally, let's talk about the radio, the receiver. This is an awesome receiver. I really like the GT3C. It's a great radio. I just like it. It's very versatile. It's easy to use. And it's a good radio for this boat. So this, I'm going to be taking it completely apart. Another product that I'm going to be using that I did not talk about yet is called Sealcoat Clear Urethane coating. This is awesome because it is a silicone clear coat basically, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two-part. So first I'm going to seal it with this, and then I'm going to bring in my E6000 and I'm going to basically seal absolutely everything so no water gets into it, because this boat will be potentially run in the ocean. So we want to make sure that nothing corrodes, nothing breaks, and that's how you do it. That's how I do it properly. It takes a little bit of extra time, yes, because you got to wait for drying and all that stuff. However, I highly recommend it because this radio will probably last forever. I've been running the same radio in my ocean boat now for well over a year and a half with not a single issue. So anyway, that is the scope of the work. So stay tuned, as I am going to be ripping apart this boat. I'm not going to be going into complete step-by-step detail, but obviously the motor is going to be gone, this is going to be gone, the servo is going to be gone, the ESC and what the ESC sits on is going to be gone. We're going to be relocating the battery position, on and on and on and on. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video informative, definitely give it a thumbs up and continue to watch. Thanks, and have a great day.